A ceremony that has been billed as being of spiritual restoration and healing. 6 coffins of unidentified individuals covered in the South African flag as they were welcomed back to the country of birth. After a century at a museum in Scotland, the repatriation is said to restore dignity and address historical injustices. The origins of 5 of the 6 have been traced to the Northern Cape province, and 1 is from the Western Cape.
By the late 19th and early 20th centuries, Europeans, racial theorists, had classified the Khoi and San as a dying race, using this justification to excavate graves and collect human remains for racial study. According to literature, scientists obtained human remains from across the Northern Cape. Some were exhumed from recent graves, others taken from communities under colonial rule. These remains were shipped to European museums for anthropological research and display. And the reason of death gedonat is because they say the Khoi and San is a dying race. They never expected that 100 years thereafter we will still have Khoi and the San people who are still alive.
The remains were unethically exhumed between 1868 and 1924 and left to the University of Glasgow's museum. The processes today are considered an act of remembrance and respect.
Their return to this sacred land is not just a symbolic act, ladies and gentlemen. It's a profound moment of spiritual renewal. It allows the Khoi and San people, and indeed the entire nation, to reclaim a piece of our humanity that was stolen. This ceremony represents the collective homecoming of spirit. It is a reminder that dignity may be delayed, but it can never be permanently denied.
Authorities say there's a moral and cultural duty by both countries to repatriate, while also acknowledging the trauma caused.
When we're negotiating with them, they made it very easy. They said, we apologize. What we've done was inhumane. We are ashamed of what our forefathers did. We robbed you of dignity. We want to publicly today apologize. What we've done to you, no one should do to anyone. Accept and tell the people, Minister, we are sorry. We shouldn't have done this. We have robbed you. We have dehumanized you.
The project has been led by the South African Heritage Resources Agency and Iziko Museum. The remains will be stored at the Iziko Museum until the reburial in the Northern Cape province. A date is yet to be announced. Thandiswa Mau, SABC News, Cape Town.